Educated is a haunting and unforgettable memoir about the cost of knowledge, and the courage it takes to choose your own truth when everything you love tells you not to. Tara Westover grows up in the mountains of rural Idaho, in a family ruled by isolation, fear, and absolute distrust of the outside world. Her father is a survivalist who believes the government, doctors, and schools are tools of evil. As a result, Tara is not registered at birth, never attends school, and receives no medical care, even after devastating injuries. Her childhood is spent working in her father's dangerous junkyard, where explosions, crushed limbs, and near-death accidents are treated as tests of faith rather than emergencies. Inside the home, violence and control simmer beneath the surface. One of Tara's brothers becomes increasingly abusive, both physically and psychologically. When Tara tries to speak out, she is silenced, told that memory is unreliable, that loyalty matters more than truth, and that questioning family is betrayal. In this world, obedience is safety, and ignorance is protection. Yet somewhere inside Tara, a quiet hunger begins to grow. She wants to understand the world beyond the mountain. At 17, with no formal education, she secretly teaches herself enough math and grammar to take the ACT. Against all odds, she is admitted to college. Walking into a classroom for the first time, she realizes how little she knows, not just academically, but culturally, historically, emotionally. Words like Holocaust and civil rights are foreign to her. The gap between her upbringing and reality is terrifying and exhilarating. As Tara advances through college, then Cambridge, then Harvard, education becomes more than learning facts. It becomes a mirror, forcing her to confront the stories she was taught about her family, her faith, and herself. Each new insight pulls her further from the people she loves. The more she learns to think critically, the more dangerous she becomes to those who demand her silence. The central conflict of Educated is not simply about escaping ignorance, it is about the unbearable choice between belonging and becoming. Tara must decide whether she can claim her own voice without losing her family entirely. Memory itself becomes a battleground, as her recollections of abuse are denied, rewritten, and erased by those closest to her. By the end, Educated is not a triumphal story of success, but a deeply human exploration of loss. Tara gains knowledge, independence, and selfhood, but at a devastating personal cost. Education saves her life, yet fractures her past. Educated is raw, intimate, and profoundly unsettling. It asks a haunting question. What do you do when the people who raised you cannot survive the person you become? This is a story about the power of education, not as a path to prestige, but as an act of self-creation. A reminder that sometimes, to be free, you must be willing to stand alone.